Hey there, welcome to Be Unmessable with the podcast. It is my short turbo unmessable with tip episode this week. And it's that time of year where we're coming up on the end of the year and we're going to be entering into a new year. And at this point, I always advise my clients to really take stock and do an inventory of the results that they produced in every area of their life, as well as the results they failed to produce that they had intended to produce. A lot of times people don't want to look at what they failed to produce. They just kind of want to skip over that, and then they end up with what I call pebbles in the space. So you don't have a clear road. You've got little pebbles. They seem like little pebbles, but they add up and end up, being able to pierce your tire, so to speak. So you want to clear the space out, complete your year in every area of your life. So I would start with your physical well being. What were your goals or intentions for the year that you accomplished? Maybe it has to do with going to the gym 3 to 5 times a week. Maybe it had to do with some sort of weight loss or muscle building goal that you had, or maybe you went vegan, or, reducing your alcohol intake by 50%, whatever the actual goal was. Make a list of the results you did produce. Like if your goal was to go to the gym 3 to 5 times a week, if you look back, did you go 3 to 5 times or did you go 2 to 4 times a week? So get yourself related to the reality of your results and make a list in the area of your well being. Once you do that, I would move to your finances and look at what were your goals in the area of your finances. Maybe you had a goal for a certain savings target, or maybe you had a goal for, raising your income a certain amount, or your bonus, or, getting a particular kind of stock portfolio together, or maybe it had to do with how much money you were able to put aside for your children this year for their college education. Whatever the goal was, make a list of the actual results and then where you fell short in producing the results that you had intended to produce. Now, by the way, as I say these areas and talk about goals, if you didn't have any goals in these areas, then that might be an alarm for you to rethink that for 2025, because, or whatever year you're listening to this in. But as you begin the new year, you want to have a clean space in each area so that you can create a vision and goals and milestones and an action plan in each area of your life. If you have a vision and if you have goals and if you write them down and if you share them with other people, it has been proven that you are exponentially more likely to fulfill on those goals and have those actions actually happen, rather than if you don't, if you keep it in your head. And, if you keep it in your memory, then definitely I would say you're a sucker, because your memory is not a reliable test for reality and is going to fail you over and over again. So you've got well-being, you've got finances. Then I'd look in your romantic relationship. Maybe you had a goal to have, a vacation with your partner. Maybe you had a goal to find a partner. Maybe you had a goal to get divorced from a partner. Whatever your goals were this year, write them down and then write down what you succeeded at producing and what you failed to produce in the area of your romantic relationships. Then move to your family. Do the same thing with regard to your family. You want to see what did you accomplish and what did you fail to accomplish with regard to your family. Maybe you wanted to spend more time with your children and you failed to produce that. So all of these areas, whether it's career or certain hobbies, I have a client who loves pickleball, and this year she really took it on like the champion that she is, and she's now like a champion pickleball player in her community, and she, took it from scratch to being a champion. So maybe you have some sort of goal to run a 5K or reduce your time for your, mile that you run, which obviously is not something that I do because I don't even know what I'm talking about. But in any case, you want to get every area of your life on paper. Once you get it out of your head and on paper, you can see where you had your wins and where you had your losses. Now, losses are not bad or wrong. They're an opportunity for you to see what you didn't do that if you had done, you would have met the mark. Or what did you do that was counterproductive to actually fulfilling on the goal that you had. So let's say you had a goal to spend more time with your kids, and instead what you ended up doing was spending 3 hours extra at work every night. That was an action you took that was counterproductive to spending more time with your kids. So you want to start to see what the source of your results are, not just where you failed, but also where you succeeded. So if you increased your business by 50%, what's the source of that? What did you do, or what did you stop doing that allowed for that 50% increase? This is what I call a sourceful debrief of your results. And in fact, I'm going to include it in the show notes, a link to get the sourceful debrief worksheet so that you can actually look for yourself at all the different results that you produced or failed to produce and put it in this structure. This way, you are the source of your results, not a reason or a story or an explanation or justification, but you are at the source and the source of both the winning results and the losing results. That way, you've got a clean space to be able to create your vision and goals for the next year. So, this is a perfect time to do it. We have a couple weeks left in the year, and I would take the next couple of weeks to flesh out this list in every area of your life. And the first thing I'd do is write the areas, make a list of the areas and schedule about, half an hour to make the list of the areas. And then each day spend 20 minutes, a half an hour delving into each individual area, so that by the end of the year, by the time we reach December 31st, you are complete with the year. There's no I woulda, shoulda, coulda. There's no regrets. There's no resentments. It is clean, and you can begin the new year with an empty canvas for you to be able to paint your masterpiece of the coming year.